Stephanie here. Welcome to Meal Prep Sunday. So today I'm going to share with you my best tips to help you get prepared for the week, not feel overwhelmed and stressed, and just some quick tips that I think will really help you that helped me. So normally I try my best on Saturday nights after my daughter goes to bed, after I've done what I need to do for the day and I'm relaxed. I'll sit down and focus on what our meals are going to be for the next week. I started doing it Saturday night because Sunday, my goal on Sundays is to just spend time with my family. Not be on social media a lot, not do a lot of things in the kitchen because I want to be able to be present with my family. So I found that doing my meal plan on Saturday night saves me a lot of time. So if I can, I'll do that Saturday night. If not, I'll do it in the morning before my daughter wakes up, because once she's up, I'm all over the place and then I can't focus and then I seem to forget things and then it's all go downhill from there. So we want to try our best to make sure that we're making sure that we get everything that we need at the store and not forgetting anything and not being overwhelmed. So that was my first tip for you guys, is to kind of plan your meals out the night before you go shopping. So that way, first thing in the morning, if you forget anything, you can write it down. Next thing is to get an actual grocery app. So there's one called Grocery IQ. I used to use that one, and I use currently Out of Milk. And I have a Samsung Galaxy, so it might be different than the iPhone, but find one similar that you can use. And it's nice that you can share the lists with your spouse or somebody who's living with you. So that way, if you can't get to the store, they have the list. I used to write down everything, but then I'd have to get it out and look at the paper and then cross everything off. And it's so much easier on my phone. So that's how I like to do it. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is when you're planning out your meals, have it on the fridge so your entire family knows what's going on. They know what they're going to have for their snacks. They know what they're going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it's not a surprise to them. So with my husband and I, we have different schedules. My husband works Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 7. And when the days that I go to work, I leave before him. So it's nice that he knows when to take food out. So like if we have frozen things that need to be taken out, like chicken need to be thawed out or meat, anything like that, he knows what we're going to have that night so that in the morning when I leave, he can get everything out and ready to go. Sometimes he'll put stuff in the crock pot, before he leaves as well. So have everything on the fridge. Like since I'm following the 21-Day Fix, I got this nice little, weekly meal planner from Samantha. Thank you so much. I love it. So I have all my meals on here. I used to do it on these weekly meals. I have it posted in the Fit Crew. If you would like a copy of this, let me know if you're not doing the 21-Day Fix. But it's just another meal guide that has your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the week, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks. So I have that on the fridge as well. So I have it in both places right now, just so I make sure we have everything. So I have both of these on the fridge so we know what we're going to have. Then the last thing that I do, a part of tip number 3, is I print out the recipes or I make a copy. So I use a lot of the meals from the Fix8 book, and I love the 21-Day Fix8. So if you guys need some extra meal plans or recipes, snack ideas, anything like that, the Fix8 is amazing and it's really cheap. So I will print out the recipes, whatever we're going to have, and I have it in order of when we have the meals. So that morning my husband knows, okay, what do I need to take out? If he's cooking, he knows right where to go to find the recipe. He doesn't have to go through a cookbook. He doesn't have to go on Pinterest and look on my boards and try and figure out where it is. It's right there, okay? So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is to make sure you have your snacks ready. Meals to me is pretty, I have really basic meals. I'm very, I don't like to go too crazy with things. It's like chicken, carb, and veggie. And so I don't do a lot of prepping as far as food for dinner goes, because besides the meat, if I'm doing shredded chicken, I'll do that in the crock pot and then put it in the fridge for the week for lunch or wraps or anything like that. So things like that I could do. But I mainly do my snacks because I go so much and I forget to eat sometimes. So I make sure that my snacks are already prepared and they're in front of me in the fridge so I can see them. Same thing with, in my cupboards, I have everything the most healthy up front so I see that stuff. So what I did with my 21-Day containers, I don't know if you guys struggle, this is my struggle container, my greens. So portion everything out, and I put them in baggies. So I just did a thing of cucumbers. So I cut up my cucumbers. And so if you're first starting, if you say you're doing the 21-day fix, I would write down like this is a green container. So I would write green on here so I would know. And I would do that until I figured it out, and then I didn't need to do that anymore. So I do the same thing with my fruits. If you're on Shakeology, I cut up my fruit beforehand and put it in the freezer. So like I do banana and chocolate and peanut butter for my Shakeology. So I make sure that my frozen bananas are ready to go. So I'll just cut it up, put it in a gallon bag, and put it in the freezer. Right now I have kale going. So I made a batch of kale. It's a really cool recipe, you guys. All I did is I put a gallon baggie. I put a little bit of olive oil in there. And I did soy sauce, low sodium soy sauce, and then some sesame seeds. And I mix it together in the bag and I let it sit for a minute, and then I lay it out, preheat it 300 degrees for your oven, cook it about 30 minutes, take it out, and that's a great little snack, and my daughter loves it. And my husband loves it too, and I never thought that he would like kale. And so it's another great snack that you could do. So I have that all for the week as well. Another thing that you can do with your fruits that I do with, like, especially my apples ahead of time, is want to make sure you wash everything off. So what I do is I put a little bit of vinegar in a little tub with some cold water, and I put my fruit in there, especially my apples, as I said, and I let that sit for about 5-10 minutes or so, and then they're shiny and pretty, and that way you can just keep them in your fridge, take it out, and eat it. You don't have to worry about cleaning it. You don't have to worry about things getting on it. It's already clean. It's ready to go for the week. So basically, that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoy these tips. If you have any questions, please let me know, and we're going to have a fantastic week. I'll talk to you later.